Question 15. A crab is covered in a shell made of material W. The shell supports the body and protects the internal organs of the crab. Which property of material W allows the shell to perform these functions? This is an easy question. We want material W to be strong so that it can support the body and protects the internal organs of the crab. Therefore, the answer to this question is option 3, strength. Question 16. The diagram shows a water cycle. Which process or processes represents condensation? Let's recall on the definition of condensation. In this case, condensation is the process whereby water vapor loses heat to the surrounding to form water droplets. Many water droplets will gather to form cloud. Therefore, we can easily see that it is at stage B. A is evaporation, whereby water from the river gains heat and turns into water vapor, while C takes place when the clouds become heavier and drop down as rain. Therefore, the answer cannot be A and C, hence the answer is option 2. Question 17. Terming held magnet A on a slope. When he placed magnet B at the top of the slope, magnet B moved down the slope before coming to a stop as shown. Which force or forces acted on magnet B when it stopped? Let's take a look at this diagram carefully. There is a gap between magnet B and magnet A, which means there is repulsion, which is a type of magnetic force. The magnet is touching the surface of the slope. Hence, magnet B experiences friction, which exists between the surface of magnet B and the surface of the slope. And friction opposes motion. In addition to that, magnet B experiences gravitational pull. So there's gravity pulling down the magnet B vertically downwards. Hence, magnet B experiences all three forces: friction, gravity, and magnetic force. Therefore, the answer to this question is option 4. Question 18. Some workers unrolled a netting to keep people out of a work area. Based on the properties shown, which material is most suitable for making the netting? Since the netting can be rolled easily, that means the netting is made of a material that is flexible. And if we look at the rolled netting, we can see that it does not allow light to pass through. And because it is used to keep people out of a work area, it has to be strong. Therefore, the material that is strong, flexible, and does not allow light to pass through will be material C. So the answer to this question is option 3. A worker wants to fit a metal rim onto a metal wheel as shown. The wheel is too big for the rim. How could the worker fit the rim on the wheel? The rim has to be the outer layer of the metal wheel. Hence, we need to increase the size of metal rim. To do that, what we can do is to heat up the metal rim so that it gains heat and expand. So let's take a look at the options given. Option 1 says, heat the rim and place it over the wheel. Yes, this is correct because when we heat the rim will gain heat and expand, making it easy to fit it on the wheel. Therefore, the answer to this question is option 1. But let's take a look at the remaining options and figure out why they are wrong. Option 2 says heat the wheel. That is not correct because the metal wheel will gain heat and expand, which makes it harder to fit the metal rim onto the metal wheel. Option 3 says cool the rim. Nope, that will decrease the size of the rim. And 4 says cool the wheel and rim to the same temperature. This will result in the same effect as before the wheel and the rim being cooled. Therefore, the answer is 1. Question 20. Ai Chu lighted a candle inside a paper lantern as shown. After a while, part X of the paper lantern became brown and started to burn. Which statement best explains why part X started to burn? We can see that part X is made of paper. And how does heat travel? It travels from the flame through the surrounding air through the paper. The question says part X started to burn. This shows that the paper is a poor conductor of heat. It does not allow heat to pass through it very easily, causing burning. Therefore, the answer to this question is 3. Question 21. A bulb was connected in a circuit as shown. When the switch was closed, the bulb blew. What would have prevented the bulb from blowing? The bulb blew because too much current was flowing through the bulb, causing the filament to melt. Hence, what would have prevented the bulb from blowing would be to use fewer batteries. Option 1 says adding a battery in series that will further cause the bulb to blow. 2. Adding another switch in series will not cause any effect because the amount of current flowing is still the same. 3. Closing the switch more slowly will also not have effect to the original experiment because same amount of current is still flowing from the batteries. Therefore, the answer is 4.